I started AI agent development 1.5 years ago, and at the time, I thought the most important part of developing an agent is building out the system, the tools, and the memory of the AI agent. Fast track today, and I was wrong. And this is a mistake that many beginners make. They assume that AI agent development is a sole work of development and nothing else. But in reality, the architectural design and the pattern that you use in an AI agent are almost of the same importance as building out the AI agent itself. That's why today in this video we'll be covering the most important AI agent architectures and the types of AI agent architectures. Let's get started. So first of all, we'll be discussing the different types of AI agent architecture. But first of all, what exactly is an AI agent architecture? Well, an AI agent architecture is a set of design principles and philosophy that guides an AI agent developer's process during the building part. And there are two main types of AI agent architecture that I like to focus on. Number one, componential architectures, and number two, organizational architectures. And I know this sounds like technical jargon to a lot of people out there. But let me just break it down for you, shall I? So, componential architectures are basically AI agent architecture that break down an AI agent into its core components. For example, LLMs, the tools, the memory, the knowledge, etc. And organizational architectures are kind of more loose principles that define how an AI agent is organized and communicates with other AI agents. And now, first of all, I'm going to be covering the 5-node AI agent architecture that I talked about in the last video. But it seems like some people do not really understand that, so I'll be re-explaining that today. And now I'm just going to share a small diagram to help you understand this. So, in the 5-node AI agent architecture, each AI agent has several parts. First up is the LLM. And the LLM, or large language model, is what powers the AI agent. It is the AI model that you use to make your AI agent and that allows it to communicate and coordinate with all the other parts of the AI. And some examples of AI models that are very good for AI agents are GPT-5 High, Claude 4 Opus, and Claude 4 Sonnet, as well as Google has its own Google 2.5 Pro. And second off are the tools. And this one actually differentiates an AI agent from an automation or a chatbot. In the chatbot, the AI can only respond with text. It cannot perform an action. In an automation, the steps are hard coded. But in an agent, the agent decides what tools to use and when to use and where to use. And these actually allow them to perform actions like getting the weather, creating a file, changing the permissions of, say, a user in Google Cloud, etc. And now comes the memory. And the memory is basically kind of a notepad that the AI agent notes some very important information about the user that learned over time and over several conversations between the user and it, like the user's name, their tech stack, their product's name, what the vision for their product, how much did they raise last time, etc. What the valuation of the company, etc. And now there's knowledge, and it seems very similar, and many people confuse memory for knowledge. But the difference is that knowledge is actually what the user, the programmer, and the AI developer teach the AI agent, quote unquote, teach the AI agent about a specific subject. So it could know about, say, a customer support agent should know about the company's core values and some basic support questions. As well, and the memory for such an agent could be it learns about the users and what difficulty they have often. And finally, we have communication flows, and they are basically how an AI agent communicates with other AI agents in a multi-agent system. So a CEO agent could manager agent can talk to, say, a web search agent who talks to, say, a content generation agent who talks to several other agents. And that sums up the 5 node AI agent architecture. And there are quite a few other AI agent architectures out there, but this is quite often the base of what most componential architectures are based on. Okay, so now let's talk about some organizational architectures. And number one, we got the A-B combo pattern. And what this pattern basically entails is that we have a managed agent on top, and there are two different agents that kind of do their own thing, and then there's an agent down that actually combine the results of the two agents to form a cohesive response. And if I give an example to more clearly illustrate that, think of a front-end agent as agent A and a back-end agent as agent B. And a manager agent tells agent A to create a great landing page for say a business, and it tells the back-end agent to create a database for that agent. And the combiner agent essentially combines the output so the database is called when necessary in the front end. And if we go down, I'm just going to scroll down, and now we're going to have respond, critique, and repeat pattern. And here we have a manager agent who supervises an agent, which is most often a writer agent, which writes content. Say we are writing an article about the future of AI. And after it actually finishes writing the blog post, it will send it to a critiquer agent who actually, first of all, gives it better ideas to put in the blog post and kind of critiques it until it's perfect. And then we could go on and send it to the Medium API and publish the blog post. And finally, here we have the sub management pattern, in which we have one manager agent who manages not other agents but other sub manager agents. And these sub manager agents, they actually take control of each quote unquote departments within an AI multi agent system. And for example, we could have a developer agent, a manager who talks to developer, dev sub manager who talks to the front end and back end agent. And second of all, we have a marketing agent, a CEO, who talks to the ad creator campaign agent and the SEO agent. And in this way, the AI agents don't need to talk to 10 plus agents, and it actually saves time, effort, and also it tends to make the agents hallucinate much less when they communicate, since they only have a small number of agents to communicate with. So that was all for today. If you like the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and comment if you know any other organizational or even componential architectures that you feel are useful and I did not mention. Until next time, bye.